What's up? Oh my goodness, welcome back to my little corner of the internet. I am Micah the Maven. I make marketing, tech, and lifestyle content, and honestly a little bit of whatever else I want to sprinkle in there at the time. If that sounds like something you're interested in, I encourage you to like, comment, and subscribe. Woo! We are in the middle tail end of our divine plot twist. We're going to AfroTech series, which is also a part of my Vlogtober Do It For The Plot series. I know there's a lot going on, but just follow me. I have had a really interesting couple of days. As you know, if you've been following this series, I started this trip off with the notion that I was coming here to more so get noticed rather than to network, and I had a certain idea of what that would look like, but I think it happened to play out in a totally different way, which I'm really thankful for. In my mind, before I got here, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go here, enough with the networking where we're building up our LinkedIn and all that stuff. I'm going here to meet that one connection, to interact with that one person that could take my brand to the next level. And I think I got a little bit more than that. Honestly, I was sitting at a panel discussion today as I was editing one of my videos. So I'm sitting in this environment of creators and success and opportunity, and just the energy was so good in there, and it like hit me that I'm really doing what I want to do. And the ladies behind me noticed that I was editing a YouTube video, and they asked me if I was a content creator, and I was like, yeah, I am a content creator. And some of the questions that she started to ask me, as I was answering them, it clicked that this was my way of being noticed. I'm noticing myself. I noticed that I am winning against this battle with imposter syndrome. I'm inspiring a community of women and just people in general. I'm inspiring a community of people, and I'm making an impact, and I'm encouraging others to do the same, because she was just talking about how she's confused on what niche she should do. She feels like she doesn't know enough of one thing to speak about it on camera, and she basically was saying all of the fears that I once had that I have overcome. And I noticed that because I'm answering her, and I'm just like, girl, I know exactly how you feel. I know I can relate to everything that you're feeling right now. Wanting to start a channel, not knowing what to niche down to, not feeling confident enough in the topics to just go ahead and start. Like, I know that stuff through and through. And the fact that I have pushed through and still showed up for myself and my brand, I noticed that I am doing what I want to do. I am Micah the Maven. I am my vision board from years ago. And I didn't think that that would be the way I would get noticed at AfroTech, but I'm kind of glad that that happened. And it happened more than once, right? Like, I was meeting all these people, and they were just like, oh, you do what? And then they look at my page, and they're like, oh my God, this is great. Da, da, da. And they're just so like, I don't know, they just made me feel like I really am who I think I am, you know? And as humbly as I can put it, because I'm still very much a smaller creator. I'm not, you know, I'm not surviving off of creating right now. I will in the very near future, but right now I'm not. So I still, you know, I recognize that, but I can also recognize that I'm doing what I want to do. I'm doing what I said I wanted to do, what I said I was going to do. And I noticed me. This whole time I was coming to AfroTech thinking that someone else would notice me. Oh my God, don't cry. That's crazy. Ugh. Okay. I am not about to cry on camera. That's not cute. Okay, this whole time that I was preparing to come to AfroTech and making this series, I wanted to get noticed by someone else. And turns out I just had to, ooh girl, a word, okay? I just had to notice myself. Okay, so we're gonna keep it going because I'm not about to do all that. But yeah, so I say all that to say that AfroTech has really done more than what I expected, and it's done what I wanted, but in such a different way. I was so supported coming out here by my friends, my family, and just my support system. And everyone's so happy for me that I was able to come out here, because they know just how passionate I am about technology, community, creativity, just content. Like, they know that that's my passion. And even in a time of turbulence in my life with, you know, just unsure and uncertainty and employment and things of that nature, I was still encouraged by my support group to make it to AfroTech, and I can't thank them enough. So thank you to y'all, because I know y'all probably gonna see this video, so I really appreciate and love y'all down. And when I get there, y'all top on the list. Y'all top on the list. But yeah, so AfroTech has been amazing. I have been creating some awesome content for Baddies in Tech. Make sure you guys are following them to see what we drop. I've been creating content for myself. I've been making connections. I've been growing my platform. I've been learning. Like, this was finally a conference where I was able to sit in on some of these conversations, take notes, really like hear what the people are saying. And I'll say this, yes, I'm learning things that I didn't know before, little tidbits here and there. For the most part, everything is reiteration. Everything is reiteration. And the chief content officer for Pinterest said what he would advise creators to do if they feel like they're in a rut, or they feel like, you know, times are hard, go back to creating content for one person. Even if that person is for yourself, act like you're creating content for one person, because we can get so caught up in numbers and followings and likes and shares and all this stuff that we get convoluted, and it's like now we don't know who we are. So I have vowed to make content that the younger me would have loved to see. The younger me would have benefited from seeing my content, and that's just my content strategy, period. So I learned that. I learned just different things about how to stay consistent, how to kind of evolve with the times, how to secure paid brand partnerships, how to get into public speaking, because I definitely want to get into speaking on more panels. We'll actually manifest that for 2026. You guys will see me on somebody. What is this? My makeup brush be leaving little thing. You guys will see me on somebody's panel stage here in the next year, and you can, you know, mark that down. Yeah, I just learned little tidbits. The offsite events have been amazing. I've been able to kind of, you know, turn up a little bit. And I've also found that it's almost a little bit easier to network with people outside of the expo. Because I feel like when you're in the expo, you're visiting these brands, you're kind of like locked in and tapped into that, versus the outside events, you're kind of just like, you know, bumping into people, just sparking conversation. And the executives are outside. I feel like they kind of get a little, I don't know, they kind of blur with the crowd in the expo hall, but outside you can access them a little bit more. And I've connected with executives with AWS, executives with Salesforce, executives with Netflix, all of the things. Yeah, so as you know, my goal was to come to AfroTech and instead of network, get noticed. And I'm so glad that I ended up noticing myself in this process. And it sounds so cliche, and I hope watching this you really hear the genuine happiness and joy that happened. Because I think when you're in silo, when you're around people that kind of gas you up, whether you're doing, you know, you're doing your thing or not, you can get a little blinded and not really see the true success and the true progress that you're making. So then when I come here with these complete strangers that are just awestruck almost, and just like really excited about what I'm doing, it really kind of changes the lens a little bit and helps me realize that I'm doing what I want to do. I am who I think I am, and I can do even more. I can be even greater. I can be who I really want to be. Like, it's really eye-opening. It's a really inspiring space. If you have not been to it doesn't have to be a tech conference. If you have not been to a conference or a space like this where people that are interested in the same things are together and they're at various points of their career or their journey, I would suggest you find a conference, an event, a retreat, something to go to, so you can really appreciate where you are and then also get the tools to go even further, right? So that was my take on AfroTech. Lots of great people, lots of good looking people, period. The ladies and the gents popped out. It's really like a fashion week, okay, because everybody was putting that stuff on. It's actually Halloween today, so I'm about to go out to a Halloween party after I get my videos up. But yeah, I had an amazing time, and I will likely be back at AfroTech as a speaker. I won't be coming back as a attendee next year. I will be coming back as a speaker, a moderator, a host, a something. I'll be coming back to AfroTech as a something in 2026. So we'll probably run this series back, the Divine Plot Twist, because this was exactly that. And I'm just like, I'm geeked. Yeah, I'm really happy about that. That's awesome. So again, thank you to Baddies in Tech, especially Allie Joy, the executive director and founder of Baddies in Tech, for the opportunity to come to this year's AfroTech. I am so grateful, and yeah. Thank you guys so much. I have one more video for you in this series, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.